Well, the allegations are serious, and it's perhaps a new low in the exchange between Raj Bhavan and the CPIM-led government in Kerala. A disconcerting development. Okay, let me get Anil Antony. Anil Antony, the accusations made by the governor are extremely serious.
Thank you.
See,
right now, what is happening in Kerala, this is definitely a huge concern for everybody in the state. It is a law and order problem, and it is an attempt by the Communist Party-led government to divert attention from some of the actual issues that the state is facing, including a grave financial crisis. This is not the first time in the last few months. This is the fourth or fifth time where the governor's convoy is attacked. Yesterday also, the governor was traveling from the Raj Bhavan to the airport. It's only a 5-kilometer drive. And within that 5-kilometer drive, there were 3 instances of his convoy being blocked. And all the 3 instances, there is enough evidence, including videos of many of the protesters actually reaching near the governor's car. There are even marks in the governor's car of different damages that are made by iron rods, etc. You need to remember, and we need to remember, that this is a state where there is a chief minister who is also under the Z+ category, where he travels in a convoy of 45 vehicles, I believe. And when he is traveling, the entire roads are blocked, and people are not even allowed anywhere near the vicinity of his route. And then here you have a governor who is the highest constitutional authority in the state, who is traveling, and then within 5 kilometers there have been 3 instances of his convoy being blocked and his vehicle even being damaged. And finally the governor had to come out and confront the crowd because of the hooliganism that was happening in the state. So this is very disappointing. This is a concern. The governor is
Okay, you're saying, let me get Mr. Narayanan there. Mr. Narayanan, apologies for getting the name wrong, but please go ahead, sir.
There is, a confrontation between the governor and the state government. It is very unfortunate. But governor is supposed to, according to the constitution, he is supposed to be to act according to the advice of the chief minister. But here the governor is acting according to the dictates of the central government. Constitutionally, he has got a position, not only in traveling, but in all the activities. When a bill is passed by the assembly, giving it to assent, for years he has been keeping it with him without asking any questions, any clarification. He was
leave that. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Narayanan, but let's focus on the issue at hand. Should there have been more done in terms of security for the governor? Also, the nature of allegations is extremely disconcerting, sir.
Yesterday what happened was, he was going to the airport. On the way, the students had expressed their opposition to governor's stand on some university issues. So they were protesting. So in between, he was prevented. His car was prevented from going ahead at 3 places. What happened was, the car was slowly going, but instead of allowing it to go, he stopped the car, came out of the car, and confronted the demonstrators. There was police there. The police would have handled the situation. They have arrested some 19 of the students, and the case has been registered. But before police could do anything, the governor intervenes. He takes the law into his own hands, and he wanted to create a situation. That is the impression we get. Otherwise, he should have left it to the police.
Anil Antony, this is just dramatics.
To handle the law and order situation.
And the nature of allegations that have been made are extremely serious. I mean, pointing fingers at the chief minister directly.
See, I was hearing my
Yes,
esteemed panel speak.
he was insinuating that he was insinuating that the students who were protesting was
Yes.
doing it under the guidance of Chief Minister, which has no basis.
I was hearing my esteemed panelists speak. So, first of all, again, I would like to make a comment, and the governor's role is not to act based on the advice or the whims and fancies of any government. The governor acts based on what his constitutional role is and what are his provisions in the constitution. And the governor has been there for the last 4 years. And one thing I can tell you is that governor hasn't acted in any manner where he hasn't overstepped in the authority or the power that has been vested in him by the Constitution of India. He was again, we are diverting the topic a little bit, but since my esteemed co-panelists bring it out, he is talking about bills being not passed, not signed after being passed in the assembly, etc. There are also vast majority of the bills, I would say more than 95% of the bills that has been passed by the assembly have been passed. We are only having a contention on 3 issues. And those are the Lokayukta amendment bills and 2 university amendment bills. And there are genuine reasons why it were not
the bill
passed.
issue is in front of the Supreme Court as well. So
let me come back to the topic. So here, as far as the attack is concerned, whatever difference of opinion the government may be having with the governor, finally it is the government's responsibility. The chief minister is also the home minister. And it is the government's responsibility to ensure that no law and order scenario arises and the governor's security is protected to the maximum. And here we have a scenario where within 5 kilometers...
I understand that point that's been made. I wish we had there needs to be a far longer debate on this issue and the nature of allegations. It's extremely disconcerting. Unfortunately, for the moment, we've run out of time. We'll have to leave it right there. Mr. Narayanan as well as Anil Antony, thanks for joining us.